People ask me all the time about how did Good News for Israel get founded. Well, we were founded in 1878 by a bunch of Norwegian Lutherans that were considered themselves a part of the Hauge revival, which had started like 70 years earlier through Hans Niels Hauge, who was considered more or less the Martin Luther of Norway. He was a lay preacher, carpenter, and he dramatically changed the spiritual environment of Scandinavia. He took a virtually totally dead church in Norway and transformed it by his prophetic and very spiritual nature. Through that movement, roughly 70 years later in 1878, it was continuing, and during a prayer revival, this movement came out of it called the Zion Society for Israel, where they felt God had told them, we have got to be praying for the restoration of the Jewish people, the land of Israel, because Jesus has imparted to us, impressed upon us, that he's coming back soon. And in 1878, they decided to send missionaries to New York City, which was the greatest catch-all, biggest melting pot of Jews in the world. Millions of Jews would flood into America through Ellis Island from the 1850s through the 1950s, and they opened up a missions operation there, and they expanded to Chicago and eventually to Minneapolis. And along came the Depression, and so they felt like, hey, they have to cut their losses, and they shut the New York and Chicago office and kept open the Minneapolis branch. Then we were reconstituted in 1975 as Good News for Israel. And we've continued to this day in St. Louis Park, which was considered a significant enclave of Jewish people for at least a half a century. There's still 5-6 synagogues within a 5-mile radius. We've expanded dramatically in the last 10-12 years with video, radio, of course the web, World Wide Web. And so we feel that we've continued to do the great work called upon in Romans 1:16 of bringing the gospel to the Jew first and then the Gentile. We are doing that, and we're promoting that God is not through with the Jewish people. He is in the process of restoring them, like he's mentioned throughout the scriptures in numerous areas. So we're extremely grateful and proud of our history and our heritage, and we know that we're going to continue to expand because the coming of the Lord draweth nigh, and that's what we're a part of.